Welcome to the 18th edition of the worldloppetTV magazine, your worldwide cross-country marathon skiing show. In summary, we'll travel around the world to remember this winter's amazing highlights. But first, let's go to Iceland to look at what happened at the wonderful Fossavattensgangen. The Fossavattensgangen 2018 was held this weekend in Ísafjörður, Iceland, and concluded the World Loppet winter season. As last year's, it turned out to be the perfect venue for a season ender. This year's race was probably the best one for years, with a clear blue sky, sunshine and calm wind, so there were happy and sun-kissed participants. In total, there were around 1,000 popular skiers from all around the world that finished in one of the 5 different distances offered on Thursday and Saturday. The major part of the participants did the 50-kilometre main race with 545 starters, and a lot of them got their 10th stamp into their World Loppet passport.
Guess what? I've shaved off my beard and I go, and I need you here. It's, I could be that boy that you, baby, let's go dancing.
The winners of the main race are the Russian Olympic medalist Ilya Chenrusov in the men's race and Maria Grafenix from Sweden, second in this year's FIS World Loppet Cup.
It's always good to compete here, so it's I've been already once 3 years ago, and it was a little bit tricky with the weather, but it was also nice. And now it's like unbelievable, so beautiful, and like prepared so well, and like so nice.
Oh, it was just fantastic. I mean, this weather and sun and these views, that was just incredible. It's really tricky for the waxman, but I had really good skis today, and I felt really good. I felt really strong. So.
It seems like the day was far from being over though, as in the evening a big part of the skiers and the organisers got together again for the so-called Fossavatten party to celebrate both this fantastic skiing day in Iceland and the end of the World Loppet winter season 2018. And now let's travel around the world to remember the best shots of the winter. Already feeling blue about the past season? You should not. Let's go back in this wonderful snowy and fulfilled winter. Remember, all started last August with the season opening in Southern Hemisphere in Ushuaia in the extreme south of Argentina. 2 weeks after, the kangaroo hoppet provided a phenomenal opportunity to ski the Victoria's Alpine National Park in a very warm, friendly atmosphere. And on September 2nd, the Southern Hemisphere Mini Tour ended in New Zealand in the little bit cloudy but unique landscape of Mount Pisa near Wanaka Lake. Four months later, the World Loppet family stopped in Changchun, China, where the 16th Baza Loppet China was held in the amazing Jing-Yutan Park. Then back in Europe for the 44th Dolometenlauf, which is the largest cross-country ski race in Austria and was the first stage of the 2018 FIS World Loppet Cup. French skiers Adrien Mugel and Aurélie Daboudic took their first red bibs of the year. The week after, the 45th edition of Marcia Longa of Fiemme and Fazza in Trentino, Italy, has been a record-breaking edition with a very fast snow and a phenomenal performance of the winner, Ilya Chernusov, in 2 hours and 48 minutes. Next week, the second stage of the 2018 FIS World Loppet Cup was held at the 45th König Ludwig Lauf in Oberammergau near Garmisch-Partenkirchen in Germany. The race was awarded by Thor Berdel in the men's race and Aurélie Daboudic in the women's. Go east too the same day with the Sapporo International Ski Marathon. The 38th edition of this 50-kilometre event was held in perfect conditions in the world-renowned beautiful wilderness of this side of Japan. The week after, France and the Tranjou welcomed the third stage of FIS World Loppet Cup, a perfect one for Haute-Savoie Nordic team. Indeed, all victories in classic and skate, women and men, went to the French marathon skiing team. Next week, there was plenty to choose between 3 World Loppet races on 2 continents. First, the 4th stage of FIS World Loppet Cup was held in the 45th Tartu Marathon in Estonia, returning to the original 63-kilometre track between Otepää and Elva. Aurélie Daboudic didn't win this time, but Maria Grafnings did. Then the increasing popularity of the 51st edition of Jizerska Padasatka was not denied with the participation of 7,290 skiing friends. Among them, 4,500 did the main race in classic style over 50 kilometres. And go west the same day with the 40th edition of the Gatineau Loppet held in the beautiful Gatineau Park in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. 2,364 skiers from some 20 different countries had a dream weekend out there. The week after, the legendary Berkey welcomed the 5th stage of the 2018 FIS World Loppet Cup in Wisconsin, where Caitlin Gregg won an historical 5th victory at home. While Yvonne Perriard-Boiteux moved to the 2nd position overall, the fight between Daboudic and Grafnings for the season title turned epic. The same weekend in Lahti, 45th Finlandia Ski Marathon was held in perfect conditions and nice weather for the 2,000 skiers who hit the tracks to enjoy 50 or 32-kilometre races. Next week, the sixth stage of the 2018 FIS World Loppet Cup was held for the first time at the Demino Ski Marathon. That too, placed in the suburbs of Rybinsk. In Russia, Yvon Perrier-Boiteux moved into the lead of the overall ranking, just one race close to the end of the cup. The same week, in Poland, 42nd Bieg Piasto took part in the great snow condition and very low temperature, even minus 18 degrees Celsius on the beautiful tracks in Izera Mountains. The event consists of 10 races during 9 days, and there were on the start line about 6,000 racers from 30 countries from 5 continents. The same week too, in Sweden, was held the glorious Vasaloppets Winter Week, where men and women, young and old from across the world, are skiing side by side during 1 week. Raced in the southeast of Switzerland, Engadin Ski Marathon, the second largest cross-country skiing event in the world, cheered its 50th anniversary this year. 14,000 skiers from 50 nations across the globe raced between Maloja, Saint Moritz, Pontresina and Esch-Champf. French Yvon Perrier-Boiteux and Aurélie Daboudic didn't win their races, but both won the FIS World Loppet Cup overall title 2018. And last but not least, in the middle of March, 10,000 skiers celebrated the 80th anniversary of the Birkebeiner Rennet in Norway in a great Nordic experience with fantastic sun and freezing temperature. The 2018 season is over, but winter is coming back in the southern hemisphere. So don't forget to sign up for the 3 more colourful races of the World Loppet Tour. This is the end of the 18th edition of the World Loppet TV magazine. See you in June for a new episode.